What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tiki-Talka show where we are Mes Que podcast.
Hey.
What's going on?
Fresh off of a 4-1 win against Espanyol, a nice little derby win. Looking forward to a week of excitement. But up first, let's talk a little bit about that Espanyol win. A solid outcome. Had us a little nervous after that 2-1, but we came out with the result. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it was definitely a fart hot. Wow.
Hard hot.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard fought game. First half was not looking good for us. It was definitely, you could tell our legs were not there, and I think maybe the loss over the weekend definitely shook us up, but definitely turned it around in the second half and took it home. You know, we own Barcelona now, so I think it's a good way moving forward.
I mean, we've run Barcelona for like the past 30 matches, so
Fair.
I don't remember the last time Espanyol beat us, but no, it's a great win. I mean, Ferran finally getting something on the net, man. Like, I don't remember the last time I seen a good Ferran shot, and finally something goes in the net, like I said. So I'm very happy to see that. As much as we rag on Ferran, obviously we want him to do good. He's our number 9, so along with Lewa, so we want to see him do good. It's a good feeling to see him get 2.
Sure. Charlie, what do you think of the game?
Yeah, I agree. We definitely needed Ferran to try to find some stride going into this. I don't know if I'm assuming that Lewandowski is going to start going into Tuesday's game against Atletico, but if either one of them can finally start finding the back of the net for that game, it's crucial for us. But yeah, the first half, needed some work. Didn't look as sharp as we would have liked. Rashford again could have had the moments of simply just putting it into the back of the net. But we have been a second half team this entire season, so it is what it is.
Juan, you're just this is so off topic, but Juan, you're just sitting there while Charlie's talking like what's talking about Rashford? I was like
You're thinking about those Rashford misses.
no, honestly, no, that's valid. That's valid, man.
Yeah.
Like that last goal, I mean, that finish was. I'll admit that finish was so weird, and I don't know how that went in, but it was a cool finish. But he had to score the other chances.
Out of all the shots he takes, that's the goal he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's how he is.
Yeah.
That's how he is. He scores the harder chances, and then the ones that are like one-on-ones. I can't even count on one hand the amount of one-on-ones I've seen him miss this.
It's insane.
Personally, I was feeling pretty good at the 2-0 mark. I was like, oh wow, like we're playing really well, moving the ball really well defensively. Like we were looking pretty decent, I feel. I got a little scared when Gerard Martin went down, to be honest, because we're already missing Kouachi for Atletico, right? And so
Yeah.
seeing him going down, I was like, please let nothing be wrong.
no, Raúl
I'm happy
warming
they
up,
took him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm warming up, and I was like, bro, like no way, like for Champions League, like this is so bad. We're not gonna have any subs. We're gonna have to call up another
Yeah.
Nacia kid. Like,
Yeah.
I was nervous, but thankfully he got back up.
Yeah, and I think resting him for that second half was good because let's not force it. Like he finished off the half, but let's not force it. Let's see if he can recover for Tuesday because I do think I'd have him in the starting lineup for Tuesday. So, yeah,
When I saw him go down, I saw it was a no contact play. He just was chilling, and then all of a sudden popped and went to the ground. I instantly thought it was an
Yeah.
knee, whereas his foot got caught on the turf, and he just something bad, especially with the way he was down and asking for the medical assistant. I was like, dude, like no way. But thankfully, it seems like an ankle sprain. Like it seems he just rolled it. That man got Ricardo ankles, just sprained it real quick.
I got like 10 on each foot, bro.
Yeah, but nah, I think he'll power through, and hopefully we see at least one half of him. It's Champions League.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, that Garcia goal that would have, well, I guess Ferran tapped it in, right? But that would have made it 3-0. Right before we went 2-1. Offsides?
I don't think that was off.
Question mark?
I don't think, and
No,
it annoyed me
not.
that they weren't showing the VAR in the
Yeah.
replay. in the game. They weren't showing us like whether it was offsides or not. We just had to go with it. Ref didn't check nothing. It was a quick no goal decision, and I was confused. I was like, Ferran wasn't off in the replay. Eric barely, like, it was a very tight line, but I don't think he was off.
I feel like
Yeah.
I think it was a very tight decision.
Yeah.
I don't think VAR gets it wrong there. I think it is offsides, but like I saw it after the game. You know, once the images came out and
Yeah.
the official decision was out. During the game, I was like, bro, no way. You know,
No, but honestly, even after seeing like the VAR image, it could have been off. I just think if Eddie got, yeah, bro, if he didn't hit
Yeah.
chest day that day, it's because he hit chest that day. I know he was doing the chest press, but if he didn't hit chest day, he was good, man.
saying he had
It's really good. That's what I'm saying.
But no, for sure. I think Ferran had a great game though. I think he did exactly what he needed to do. And how many games was it without a goal? You know, he broke his slump, and apart from that,
Yeah,
apart from the
Yeah.
I did see 2 beautiful assists by Lamine. Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Absolutely, man.
finally we see some definition at the end of his masterclass passes. You know, just a perfect weight on the little Trivela pass for Ferran's second goal, I believe, where he got the little slice across.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, I saw this video of someone asking like, "Oh, who's better at Trivela? Is Modric like in his prime or Lamine Yamal?" It's definitely Lamine Yamal,
He's
bro.
not in his
Like
prime either. That's another thing.
bro. Like the way that this kid is able to perfectly weigh, like not even just like a pass itself, but an outside of the foot pass, which is hard to control. Like that's not an easy thing to do, bro. Like you gotta calculate the curve, you gotta calculate the weight of the ball, like how far it's gonna go, and he gets it every time, man.
It reminds me of his Trivela pass from the half point, and it was the perfect 3-toe to Rafinha on the opposite end. I think it was earlier in the season during group play in the Champions League. But dude, seeing something like that and he gets it on the dot every time, it's insane. Because I can't even cross a ball into the Trivela, let alone like switch the whole field perfectly in the open play. I'm like, come on, this
For real.
is insane.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in a video game, to be honest.
Bro, he's a
For
FIFA
real.
animation, dude. He is a FIFA animation. He's literally just doing LT triangle. Like,
Yeah.
just
Every time he has the ball, I think he's fishing for a clip, and the insane part is that he gets the clip. He just lacks either the person in the right spot to get the assist for the clip, or just the power in his leg.
The finish.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
Like against I believe it was Atletico. We saw it live. We had the live stream where
Oh my
he
gosh.
dribbled through 4 players, and he just didn't have enough to curl the ball into that far post corner, and you know that would have been potentially goal of the season for him. You know, but
Yeah.
it's just insane that he can consistently do that and consistently make grown men scramble. You know, that have been playing soccer for over 20 years. So
Absolutely.
insane.
No, I was just gonna say he's really at the height of the season right now. Like this is the best he's played all season. I feel like he's really, really, really locking into the moment. Every single time he gets the ball, you think, okay, he's gonna create something right here, and he does. And he does. Like literally, he does over and over and over again.
I pose this to you guys. When's the last time you watched a player and felt the way that we're feeling? You know, as much as I don't want to say it, like the last time we've had this much faith and this much emotion wrapped into a player with the ball at his feet, you know, like the only time I feel like I've felt this way was
Braithwaite.
on, I was going to say,
Go.
Ansu Fati during his little 10 game stretcher, I forget what it was, back when he earned the number 10 earned. But before that, it's always been Messi, dude. You see that?
Yeah.
Even we see flashes of it too, because the way Lamine is walking around the mat, around the field, we're like, dude, why is this kid walking? He's so lazy defensively, and then he gets the ball and he's giving us 5 opportunities within 10 minutes. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as people say, people say history repeats itself, man. I mean, like we never, for years and years, we always talked about like obviously not just us four, but people around the world were talking about like there's never gonna be like another player close to Messi or to Ronaldo, but the way we were talking about Lamine Yamal, and he's 18, is the way people were talking about Messi when he was just coming up.
He expects
Like, and yeah, exactly. And I'm with Juan here. I don't like saying this, like, oh, he's gonna be like Messi. Oh, he's like the next Messi, because we've said that many times before, and it's just collapsed on that player, like the pressure. But
yes.
it's just something different this time, man. Like it's, I don't know. It's hard to talk about him and not it's hard to talk about him and not compare him to Messi, you know? So
Yeah, I think the difference between like an Ansu Fati situation and like Lamine, I think at that time Barca was going through that weird like they were just throwing ridiculous contracts to players, and like we were just going through a lot of messes internally, and they were just like, we got to give this guy, we need somebody to be the next 10.
Yeah.
And this is what we think is going to be promising. And I just think internally he wasn't ready for all of that. And again, all the injuries he had on top of that. But with Lamine, yes, he's had moments of immaturity. Again, he was 17, 18 at the time making those decisions on social media. But I think the guy, like, we've seen it, like, especially during the Euros against, like, when Rabiot decided to speak, that man, Lamine was like, let me end this right now. He does his talk, and he backs it up. He backs it up the majority of the time.
Insane.
Like in recent times, but he just has that confidence, and I think he's just built differently than when we saw Ansu Fati in terms of handling all that pressure. And I think he's building his own lane. He's got, yes, we're like, oh, we would need that next Messi, but this is just the next generation now. You know? Yeah. So it's exciting to see. And we just keep seeing him growing that confidence and his like determination, his frustration when results don't go their way, or even for himself, only at 18. And I think it's kind of relaying to the rest of the team as well. They're seeing that and they're like, we either got to ride with this guy and the rest of the team and accomplish the same goals, or we can't. And so I really love what I'm seeing from him, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get freak out, dude.
Yeah, he's getting at least one goal contribution a game.
Yeah.
Like 2 assists and a goal, like, and then what did he get before Atletico? He got the first Atletico game. Oh my god, I can't remember. Oh, he didn't get anything. He didn't get anything. No.
I think he checked that.
He should have gotten something with that Fermin pass.
Yes.
But
I think he just played extremely well.
yeah,
Literally.
he just felt like he got a goal. He felt like he got a goal contribution. He was man of the match. So
it's crazy because like him playing, like I was saying, is Messi-esque, but the flair is Neymar. You know, like it's as if he's almost combining the two, and like you were saying, building his own lane. He's building his own path, but he's wearing the number 10 like Messi did, but playing like Neymar did, and you know, like bringing us to our feet in the middle of a game just by the flair he has, the confidence he has on the record, you know, and then the passing that we're seeing from him is like Messi, you know, pulling out insane runs out of nowhere. But it's not like he's doing the craziest skills either. It could just be a little body feint, you know, and who else mastered the body feint since day one, you know? Stuff like that is just like, wow. I haven't seen it in a Barca jersey in so long. Yeah. And I said it at the beginning of the season, or not the beginning of the season, in the beginning of our podcast journey, that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. He is unguardable, in my opinion. And there have been games where he has gotten marked and marked well. Although week in and week out, I think he's not being guarded. We see him getting man of the match against some of the top defenders in the league, some of the top defenders in the world. And I will still say that he is still the best player in the world. And I'm not seeing any other player currently that is, you know, really putting pressure the way he is. Although Olise against Madrid, that's a debate. That's a debate there.
They say he's finally getting his flowers, man. But I know we've been talking about Lamine Yamal for forever now. But last point, what Juan was saying, like, I have my friend Dan. He's a Premier League fan, and he's a gooner, but was telling me the other day, or I guess yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he's like, the only reason why I have ESPN Plus is to watch Lamine Yamal play. That's the he pays for the subscription literally just to watch Lamine Yamal play. Like that's like he's an alien, honestly. So
I mean, we get MLS Pass to watch Messi play, so I know we watch Red Bull play because support local, but we want to see Messi play still. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all to say that Lamine right now, he's at the top of his game. Like you said, I do think right now he's probably the best player in the world at this current moment. He is really, really on top of his game. And I think that's exactly what we want to see going into, our game on Tuesday, right? One thing, going back to like what Charlie said, like Lamine is vocal, right? And even on social media, he likes, being vocal and kind of like saying like, hey, what's coming is something that you haven't seen before. Like he really likes to stand out. I don't know if you guys saw, he changed his profile picture on Instagram.
No, I didn't see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's LeBron. It's LeBron holding the trophies when he was down 3-1 in the finals.
Dude, wait, that's fire. I didn't see that.
So he's saying it's time for the remontada. But all that to say, he has faith. He's really bringing that faith with him and instilling it into the team and the fans at that, because once he's posting that on social media, that brings the compilations, that brings everybody talking about remontada, and we're not looking for a miracle. I think this is definitely doable. Flick said it himself, we're not looking for a miracle. This is a doable thing. But I'm excited because he's coming in with that energy, and it's going to influence the whole team to come with their A game on Tuesday. How are you guys feeling about that?
Man, I'm excited.
I'm excited, man. I'm so excited. I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to comfortably watch the game just because of work, but I'm definitely gonna be having it on in the background, and I have faith, man. After what Atletico did to us, and what was it, the
Copa del Rey.
Copa del Rey, and the second leg, I was like, man, that's a different Barca. So I think
a little bit short.
Yeah, we're used to like being in situations that are tough and overcoming them at times. But this is a 2-0 deficit, and they always say 2-0 is the most complicated of advantages. So one thing I will say is I know for sure Atletico Madrid has been watering their field even right before game time. That thing will be a water slide.
They're also checking the brakes every day of their bus because they will be parking it very, very
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. Right on top of the 18.
Yeah.
So that being said, with that game on Tuesday, we talking about Espanyol as well. We have an injured Gerard Martin. We have a suspended Cubarsi, but we also have a Frankie who had a wonderful, 20 minutes stint? 2 assists.
Yep.
1 assist. You guys have assists. 1 assist. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think he had a potential second. But either way, there's obviously some negatives in our defensive half. We're not trying to. We do have to lock in defensively, but it's gonna be a very attack-minded game for us. But Frankie, man, I'm excited to see him again in that midfield. I think it'll open up so many lanes for Pedri, who we've seen trying to play 2 roles at once, which makes it very difficult for him.
Sure.
With Frankie coming back, I don't know if Bernal will be back either, but hopefully.
I said that he was doubtful last game, so hopefully he'll be back, but it's not certain.
Yeah, we have Valde back as well. So
Joao Cancelo's been very good these past few games as well, so he's been awesome as well.
How are we feeling about with our current squad? With the suspension, with the Gerard Martin, with Frankie coming back, he's like at not 100% yet, but like do you think it's enough?
Yes.
I feel good. I genuinely do feel good. Honestly, talking starting lineup, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm starting De Jong.
Okay.
I'm starting Chong.
I would too.
I
He's
think,
had like
yeah, I
freaking
think
10 minutes.
I
since
think
his
Hansi's
injury.
gonna be. I'm gonna put you in no matter what. We need you.
It can go two ways.
Yeah.
Like we can start him, and the intensity is gonna be at 100, like off rip, just like it was in the second leg last time. Or we can try to get a goal, but get back into the game, set the rhythm of the game, bring him on in the second half when we need fresh legs, and then he'll come back and finish the job. I don't know which one Hansi will go with, but I think either one is a good option. Frankie on the field is a difference maker. That's
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need his experience, to be honest, in this game. Like you said, I definitely think it'll allow Pedri to have more opportunities to find open spaces and gaps, which is what we absolutely need him to do, because with Eric Garcia, like he plays well defensively, and obviously we've seen him grow so much over the last 2 years, but that's not his natural position. And Frankie, that is for him. So I think Hansi will take risks, especially like with the comfortable lead that we have in La Liga. I don't think he'll mind exhausting some legs, because this is Champions League at the end of the day. So like, you got to do what you got to do. And yeah, it's one of those games where we need that intensity, we need that expertise from our veterans, and
we're away from home.
Yeah. So, and I'm expecting Gavi to. I hope he goes in, man.
To grow some
And,
people.
No,
There's
he's gonna
something,
go. He's a second half sub for me.
And he's a
Absolutely right there, no question.
We need someone.
No
we need
question.
someone to calm down Simeone, bro. Like not the coach, his son, dude. Because I hate playing
Yeah.
with him, man. He's
Yeah, listen, he's a very
he's a hard worker.
as
Dude.
annoying as he is, that guy works. He works.
Absolutely.
He's a force. Unfortunately, he's a hard worker, but you know what? We played this team many times. We've defeated them with all the tactics that Simeone likes to play. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, going back to the starting lineup, I think Frankie definitely starts.
Who's our center backs for the game though?
I think Eric starts that back if Martin is injured, or do you think we're putting Araujo to start?
It's hard.
Or do you think
Yeah.
something crazy? Oh wait, Kubarsi's suspended. Never mind, because Gunde's gonna be center back no matter what.
Well, Gunda's probably gonna be
No,
right
no.
back.
Gunda's probably gonna be right back. Yeah.
I don't think he'll switch that up.
I don't think so.
I'd imagine.
I
it'd be
think it has to
Martin
be.
and Eric.
Yeah.
He's gonna be Eric and
Me too.
Araujo then.
Eric and Araujo. If
No.
if Martin is
I'm saying if
healthy,
Martin is injured. I'm saying if Martin is injured.
oh, it has to be
Eric
Araujo.
and Araujo.
You don't think he would start Joao for attacking? And then slide
No,
Gunde center back?
Araujo is center back with Eric.
Okay, so you don't think there's a possibility of Gunde starting center back?
No.
No. Okay, I was just
He hasn't
wondering.
played it. He hasn't played it. I mean,
And
if we had
and-
no other options, then yes.
Yeah, but
We
Not
have
not only that. Not only that. I feel like Valdez not. Me personally, I don't think Valdez started on that left side because Cancelo over the past 2 games has been cooking on the left side.
Yeah.
He's been cooking on the left side. So to me, that's your clear, obvious left back starter for that offensive presence. And if we're being honest, for right back, our option is either put Araujo there again or put Kunde there. And Kunde gives us a lot more attacking option. He gets in behind every single time. He has better feet than Araujo. No question. I think those are your 2 fullbacks.
yeah.
Absolutely. Center backs, if possible, Martin and Garcia. Otherwise, I would go Garcia and Araujo.
I think I would prefer Araujo over Eric in that situation if Martin does start, only because I think he covers the field better than Eric does with the pace that Atletico has with Lookman, Julian, and Simeone. I just think we need somebody who can, if the high line gets beat, who can recover. Eric is always a step behind with that. Although he is a presence on the field, he can dictate the movement very well. He's very naturally gifted in defending, but Araujo, I think he's just a little more athletic. Although the IQ is not at the same level. We would have Martin on the left, who's just been solid. He doesn't cover the ground as well. So having him next to Eric would be kind of 2 of the similar players, where I feel like that dynamic might not be as fluid as Araujo and Martin. That's just my prediction there.
I don't know, man. Eddie could start. I'm pretty sure he started every single game this season. Has he not?
There might be a few games due to maybe like injury reasons,
I
but
think the amount of games he hasn't started, I could count on one hand. Like
this
don't
season for
see-
sure.
I just don't see
Yeah.
Martin not starting Eric. Like I don't know where he would put him in this
Yeah.
situation if Martin is
Yeah.
out. But I
I think Eric starts just
think he
because
starts,
I
yeah.
think Hansi has that spot for him.
Yeah.
He just feels more comfortable. I think majority of us do as well. And
Pieces as well, though. If we'll be as attack minded as we were last time, we'll be winning corners,
Yeah.
we'll be winning free kicks.
Yeah.
Eric is great in the air, but Araujo's just better.
Araujo's probably our best.
he's proven.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking
My only thing is
Yeah.
that I do think that similar to the Copa del Rey second leg, when we were like all saying like, oh, Martin shouldn't start, and he started. The reason I feel like it was is because we know that Atletico is going to be a little more defensive. We're going to have the ball a lot at our feet. And that's where Eddie Garcia shines, right? With the ball at his feet as a center back, he's going to get that ball a lot, and we need that ball to move. Same thing from Martin. We need that ball to move. Whereas Araujo is kind of like the ball's at his feet, and he doesn't know what to do, you know? And so that's why I feel like that might be the go-to plan with Garcia in the back.
Okay, I think we made
Yeah,
the
that's
case there.
Yeah.
Now moving to left wing, we have seen Rashford the past 2 weeks miss a lot, score one.
Yeah.
Are we starting him at left wing? Are we going with Fermin on the left? Gavi on the left? How are we feeling?
I've been the biggest Rashford advocate even before we had him. Like I love Rashford as a player. He just needs to finish, man. It's hard for me to say this, but I don't think he starts. I think we get Dani Olmo at center attacking mid, and we get Fermin on the left. That's my opinion. I don't think we start Gavi though.
I wouldn't be mad if we started Gavi though.
I wouldn't be mad either, but I just don't
Wing, create havoc up there, and then let Joao Cancelo cook on the left as well. I don't know. I think it's a good one. But realistically, I do think Fermin starts out there. I think Fermin has the spot. I think he's just more clinical, although we haven't seen him score.
Yeah.
Yet. But I think just with Rashford's performance, man, missing one-on-ones and not being able to shoot with your left foot in situations that require that, it's a big moment. You gotta shine. You know, you're alone. You gotta prove your worth, and we're trying to buy you, but you're not giving us the reasons to.
Yeah, I think it's like a coin flip whether he starts or not. I love Fermin. Obviously, his intensity, he bleeds like Barca DNA and wanting to just represent the badge. I just think that's not Fermin's natural position. So I think he lacks that speed and that creativity on that side where, yes, Rashford, I wish he took players on a little bit more one-on-one. It looks like most of the time he kind of just tries pushing the ball past them and just beating them with speed. But I think guys have kind of realized that that's what he's doing. But we've seen him have moments of like being technical, and I wish he did that a little bit more. And he can use his left foot as well. But I think I agree with you, Juan, that I do think Fermin may start just because of his consistency and his intensity, where like we've even said it, like when we're watching the games, like it almost seems like Rashford, like he plays a little emotionless and he's kind of just going with the game, and whatever happens. And where Fermin is like, if he doesn't hit a banger from like 100 yards out, he's like upset, you know, like so. So I'll take that. I'll take Fermin playing with 110% determination, and then if Rashford comes in because we need legs, then it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a crossroads, to be honest. And it goes against what I've been saying this whole week, like, you know, in group chats with you guys and my friends. I literally sent a text yesterday. I never want to see Rashford step foot on my field ever again. But, you know, after I took a moment to relax and reflect, what I will say about Rashford is that we get so frustrated with him because he misses all his opportunities. But he gets those opportunities.
He's always
Is
in
the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
spots that we need him to be.
Exactly.
He's in good spots, yeah.
And that's where I'm like, yes, he's so freaking frustrating, but he easily has 2, 3 chances to score whenever he plays.
Good chances at that.
Exactly. And so if he can get that, you know, emotion coming from the rest of the team, that intensity of this is the day we come back, and he comes out there on fire, I think he'll be in the position to get us a goal, to get us 2 goals, to get us an assist. We might even see a Rashford that we saw, you know, in the beginning of the season when he was trying to really prove himself. Right. Exactly. So we might even get a Rashford like that. I think he's very capable of it. And that's why I'm 50-50. That's why I'm 50-50, because I know that he can give us opportunities.
Yeah, we did see an and jump back this weekend. You know, if there's a week to do it for Rashford, it's definitely this week.
Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe Ferran can inspire him to come back just like he did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could
And part of me,
Maybe Rashford
and
gets a
part of
haircut before this game. One can
magic powers.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I really think about it, I would rather try to see what Rashford can do from the start than put him in the second half and come in with no energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know if we throw in, you know, like a Fermin or a Gavi or a Dani Olmo in the second half, for the most part, they're gonna come in like hyped.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in amped up. They're gonna defend. They're gonna attack. They're gonna run.
Card off rip.
Exactly. And Rashford, I can't guarantee that if he comes in as a sub, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think he did well. I forget which match it was exactly, but when he came on as a sub last week, he played for like 20 minutes and he was a quick spark. He looked good. He looked like he had energy, but I do agree with you there where if there were to be a sub in the second half, which I do see that happening in the left wing position, I think Fermin or a Gavi coming in for a Rashford would be a better spark and would be more impactful, in my opinion. But that being said, I think the biggest unknown right now is who we're starting up top. I know, Charlie, you mentioned Lewa would be the starter for you, but I think Ferran, I think the commentators were saying that Ferran put up a good case, that he put up his hand very, very dominantly this weekend, and with 2 goals that gave us flashes of him from earlier in the season. Like, I really do think that Ferran could give us a goal on Tuesday. So what do you guys think? Who's starting there?
Yeah, the thing is with me with Ferran, I struggle with his physicality, and I feel like with a team like Atletico, I feel like we need a little bit more of like what Lewa can offer us, especially like in the air and just that natural like striker instinct. And Ferran has shown those glimpses, but like it hasn't been consistent enough. And yes, he scored 2 goals, so I would really hope that he can carry that into this game. But I don't know if I see him starting. But again, it's like another coin flip for me. I just think it depends on what Hansi wants to do, like how he wants, what he's expecting for the players to kind of do, whether it's like Ferran kind of checking into the ball and kind of just laying it off and him making a run or something like that, or if he just wants to kind of do something similar, but be a little bit more of, we do a little bit more of the crossing where like Lamine or whoever's playing left wing kind of tries to beat the defender and like cross it in for a tap in or something. I don't really know. I just know it's going to be either one of them. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like Lewa is in the greatest form right now either.
Yeah, I mean, they're both kind of similar right now.
Yeah, so I feel like we're not that we're gonna get the same things out of the 2 of them, but like I wouldn't mind either one of them. Like, I mean, last time we played Atletico Madrid for trying to make a comeback, we had a crap ton of corners in the second leg of Copa del Rey. So if we're looking for a more like aerial, like someone who's better in the air, I would say Lewa. I know Ferran just scored a header off a corner, but I would say Lewa is better in the air than Ferran. So if that's what we're aiming for, then I'd say Lewa. But if that's not what we're aiming for, then I would still say Lewa. But I mean, Ferran's not the worst option in the world right now.
Yeah. My thing with Lewa is that, especially in recent times, I feel like he's a second half player. I feel like in the first half, he's just not involved enough for my liking. Everybody, I don't know if it's because, everybody's still fresh, everybody's moving, everybody still has the energy to run and defend heavily, and so Lewa can't get a proper touch at times. He can't hold up the ball as well as he used to. So I don't know if it's that, but whenever we see him come in the second half, more often than not, he does produce something, right?
Yeah.
And so that's my like fear that we start Lewa and that he doesn't give us anything in that first half, and then what? We just wasted a whole half. So in my personal opinion, I think I'm starting Ferran and trying and giving him a chance, seeing if he can offer us anything. And in the second half, even if it's at halftime, I put Lewa in.
Now,
Yeah, it's a good thought.
we already know how Simeone is going to come out with the bus parked. Who's better in those types of gameplays where you have 6 defenders holding the line at the 18? Is Ferran going to excel there, or is Lewa going to excel there?
It just depends on what you're trying to do, because if you're parking the bus, either you need your striker to check in more to the center mids to just kind of create more space, or you pass it to the wings and hope that they can beat their right wing or their left back or right back to get a cross in. So it just depends. They both can do it. It just depends on, like Ricardo said, I think Lewa with his age, he complicates himself sometimes because he's just tired by the time we create an opportunity, I feel. And where Ferran is obviously younger and not as experienced, but I think also, like Alfredo mentioned, they do similar roles. I just feel like it just depends on what Hansi wants to do. Does he want someone who's a little bit more young, able to move a little bit more, or does he want a little bit more of an athletic presence in that box? And
I do think I start Lewa, only because, as you mentioned, Charlie, he's more physical than Ferran is. I think he's able to hold the defender a little better and drag defenders out from positions that will open up for the incoming runner from the top of the box, like you were saying, on a slash and cross from Lamine or Rashford, or maybe probably Cancelo more often than not too on that left side. I think just in the box presence, I think Lewa is a bigger responsibility for defenders, which can open up more gaps in a game where it's so compact in the 18. So my pick is Lewa, and then hopefully in the second half bring in Ferran if we need him, which I'm sure we probably will in the second half, and bring him in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a little more athletic, that can, create a cool create a cool goal for us like he did over the weekend. So yeah.
Another important thing is to note is that if we tie it up 2-2, then we go into overtime. I don't think Lewa can last in overtime. So
not as well as he used to.
Not as well as Ferran could, I feel like. So I think Ricardo, I do see your argument with starting Ferran and then letting Lewa take over in the second half. I see the argument, but if it does go into overtime, I don't think Lewa will be as much help in overtime as Ferran would.
But he will for
I guess
but for penalties, let's say we get to that point, I'm taking Lewa every day.
I don't want Lewa. Yeah, that's true. But that's the thing. These are all like different situations and different scenarios.
Yeah.
I don't think we're playing for pens.
No, of course.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. If we're able to
I would
hold
hate
2-0 the whole game and then we go into overtime, I think Hansi's going like balls to the wall and going for the goal. He's like, we're not playing to take them all the way.
They both will. It's going to be like back and forth if we go to overtime.
Ping pong match, bro.
Yeah. We do see Simeone subbing out his players where Griezmann won't be on the field by that point. Julian might not be on the field by that point.
On the field at that point, dude.
You think so?
I don't know. I think he'll keep.
Sorloth is, or he always gets subbed on around like this
The 70th, yeah, 60.
or this
So annoying.
So, and that man loves a goal in a big game unless it's Madrid.
that mobile freak.
For real.
He's
If
a
it's
mobile
Barca, he's
freak.
scoring every day.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
for real.
rare against us. For no
Yep.
reason, dude.
Unfortunately.
He's like that Russian dude from Rocky. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
I forget his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. So obviously, Lamine is a clear starter. Pedri is a clear starter for us. I guess at the attacking mid position, also we have a little bit of a debate depending on who starts on the left, right?
Yeah.
Because Fermin could be there, Olmo could be there.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
Yeah.
Olmo will get the start there. I think it'll be a Pedri, De Jong, Olmo situation. I think that's what's worked for us in the past. You go for experience there; they're all experienced players, and we'll see how much Frankie can give us in the game, and hope we're up by that point.
I think that's a proper analysis of a possible starting 11. To be honest, because I mean, what other Gavi's not going to start. He's not ready, and also his profile. I just think at the moment is not what we need to start a game. Who else? I don't think Balde, compared to what João Cancelo has been able to offer us recently, I just think João Cancelo starts as well. And I think that gives us enough offensive presence.
I have made the shout to put Cancelo at left wing, so it would be a gamble and a half.
That would be a bold.
Yeah.
Putting Valde and Cancelo on the left wing, on the left side together, that would be very fun to watch, but could bite us really.
It would be.
in the butt.
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty bad if something like that.
Cancelo at left wing would be fun, dude. Like
That'd be interesting for sure.
I don't know why he hasn't been a left winger just normally, but his defending isn't bad. His positioning is rough because he's flying up the wing all the time. But offensively, dude, that guy is great. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a presence.
Yeah.
Like that's why we brought him in, for an attacking presence, and he's doing his job.
yeah,
Yeah.
He reminds me of like a Dani Alves. Not as much like swag as Dani Alves, but like he gives like Dani Alves-esque kind of moments.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
Daniel's
no.
better position defensively.
Yeah.
That's what put him at the
Yeah.
next level. But
They're both lunatics, though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think we see Rooney with any minutes.
bro, breaks
I wanted to talk about that,
Breaks my
man.
heart.
it's like the tiniest violin playing every time I see Rooney.
I know. There's always that one player for us. There's always that one player for us that we're like, please give him some minutes, and they never do. Right now, it's Rooney.
I was telling Juan
Yeah, it feels so bad.
after the game when the players were on the field celebrating, like walking, whatever. I saw De Jong like talking to Rooney, like his arm around his shoulder. I was like, damn, I know Rooney's pissed right now. Like I feel so bad because I want him to get minutes, but it's hard to understand the best player in the world. Like it's
Yeah, and he's only 19. You know, he
Yeah.
can start on most teams. Realistically, he has the skill. You know, he has honestly he has a lot of tools in his toolbox. Dumb phrase, but he has the ability to start on most teams in Europe, and just having the best player in the world play the same position as you and be in the same team as you, it's rough.
Yeah.
I wish we would have seen him
Really rough.
in some other games that I feel like, I mean, probably didn't have to play the full 90.
Yeah.
But there have been games too where we get injuries, and the sub that he would have been had that player not gotten injured gets taken up early in the match. So it's tough to watch. There's the clip as well against Espanyol when the whole team was standing, watching, waiting for the ref to finish, and he was just sitting in the corner of the dugout, like.
Yeah.
So it made me sad.
And honestly,
Yeah.
I don't blame him, man. It's obviously like I said, it's hard being the understudy Lamine Yamal, but like you want those minutes, especially when you're this young. Like think about it, he's only a year older than me. Like he's young, he's ready, he's fired up to play every time, and he just doesn't get played, unfortunately.
Would you guys loan him out next season?
Yes.
I think I would.
I think it does us nothing. Him just sitting there.
I think it depends on who we bring in, though. personally. Because again, we can't play Lamine every single game.
Yes.
No.
So it depends who we bring in, I think. Because obviously, if we don't buy Rashford, then that's one less option on the wing, right? Rafinha, we got to see how he's doing. If someone gets injured, it really depends. It really, really depends, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hate to see him leave though, like on just like a regular transfer if we lose Rooney. I think he's just a great player to have, you know. I think he's really good.
He's good vibes too. He vibes really well with everybody.
And he's still young.
And
Still, like I said, 19,
yeah.
so he still has a very long career ahead of him. So
I think if we can secure La Liga a little earlier than we hope, I think he'll definitely start playing in games. Champions League though, I don't see him really seeing the field if
yeah,
if we need someone.
Unless we're up and it like by a lot.
Yeah.
But
not in this game. I don't see it.
not this game. I mean, like,
And then we have if the next round would be Arsenal if they beat Sporting. And I don't know if Rooney's gonna see the field against Arsenal, and
I don't think so.
Probably not.
on the other side of the bracket, if we do make the finals, we'll probably be seeing Bayern. you know,
Or PSG.
Yeah.
yeah, Bayern or PSG. So it's like
If we go through this round, does Paco Barsi play that first leg? No, right?
I
is he suspended?
I think because they changed it to a straight red, it's either 2 or 3.
But I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
think there's
they did
I think there's a
change it.
thing with I forget if it's the semifinals where
Like they wipe away.
yeah.
I don't know. I
I
think
don't know.
I know that's for yellow. I know that's for yellow cards. I don't know what the rule is for the red cards. But I mean,
Yellow card.
yeah.
Throwback to forever ago when Mourinho was Real Madrid coach, he made Sergio Ramos and Xabi Alonso get a second yellow so that they could go into the next game like because the next round with everything reset. But they got in trouble for that actually.
I think it was like they knew they wouldn't need him for the second leg of a game or the first leg of a game, so they played it that way. Yeah, it's but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. At least Lamine can get a yellow this match and not have to stress about the yellow cards.
Now, really quickly, really quickly, before we wrap things up, Atletico's decision, Simeone's decision was to bench all his players. For La Liga. Yeah, and when it came to subs, I saw that only Lookman played, and who else was it? Lookman.
Yeah, it was Lookman and then some randos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So just literally only Lookman. I mean,
They lost to a team fighting for relegation. So
yeah. But I mean, do you think that's gonna come back to bite them? Do you think that was a good decision for them?
No, not at all. They're like 10 points clear of
Yeah, that's the problem. I think that's why he's a little like Simeone is a little bit more comfortable doing that because if it was a closer, like between them, Betis or Celta or whoever, yeah, like I think he'd be a little bit more like, all right, I'm not gonna be that silly. But they, like Alfredo said, they have an 11-point differential between them and the 5th place team, Real Betis. So like, and again, he's giving some academy guys some experience at this point, which is not bad.
Yeah,
either.
the kid scored his debut yesterday.
Yeah.
Gee.
No, but for me, I think about it in the side of now you're going into Champions League with a little bit less in rhythm than you were before.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, was that the right idea for Atletico? Just because you think you want your players to get in a little bit of game speed rhythm right before the big game, and even if it was a couple minutes, sub them out, your big players especially. I think that would have been a good option for them, but he decided to just save the legs completely. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
hoping that it bites some of the butt.
PSG technically
real.
did the same. They did the same thing basically. This is like a little controversy, but Ligue 1 they moved PSG's Ligue 1 game this week. They moved it so that PSG
Yeah.
full week break
yeah,
against.
I wish they would do that for us, but
They don't do that in any
guys
other
are out.
league.
We didn't even get.
They're not.
You guys different.
They don't do that
That get banned from European football for the
after reffing us.
yeah. No, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. The players on Atletico, they play for the badge, and even if they're not at gate speed, it's gonna still be like a fight to the death for them, and we've seen it. So
Yeah.
as much
They'll
as
come with intensity.
as much as I do hope they come in cold and lacking that, maybe those touches, they're a little rough at start. I think when Barca score the first goal, they'll wake up, and I think they'll kind of start picking up, and it'll be a tougher game. They're in a position where they could rest the players, and honestly, if we could have done it, I would have wanted our team to do it as well. So it's I don't know. I don't think it's as much as a gamble as starting our whole team. I thought we were gonna have some rotation over the weekend against Espanyol, and we didn't. We had our full strength. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's a big game on Tuesday, the biggest of the season. So hopefully it goes our way.
Feels like every game is the biggest game of the season recently, and
No.
it's an exciting part of the season. So
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting on Wednesday. I actually got very violent during my drive home. Debated crashing.
Yes.
Yep.
Ending it all.
Yep.
I'm gonna put a picture on the screen right here. I was on a Discord call with my friends watching the game, and there's like a reaction picture of me after Sorloth scored. I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
yeah, pretty much.
I know we're wrapping up the live stream, but we didn't talk about Kubarsi's red card.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Sorry, Charlie. I know you gotta go cook. Maybe we leave it to the viewers and we come back to it. But real quick, Charlie, red card or no?
It's hard. I think Giuliano does an excellent job of extending his foot. There's just certain players that do a nice job like understanding the situation and contact, and he is one of those players.
Something in
There's no in no world is, with all due respect to Giuliano, is he about to flick that ball over his head like with that back heel and like. So I understand Kubarsi is the last man back. I do think that Kubarsi should have been, again, he's young, so he'll learn from this. But as the last man back, I feel like he should have just let Giuliano go towards the left side there, and then just trying to go around it. I think it's a red card just because he is last man back. There is contact. Yes, Giuliano extends his foot, but I think just based off what the rules are in the soccer football world, I just think as a last man back in a situation like that, it is a red card. I wish it wasn't though.
Right up, red or yellow.
It's a tough one. Charlie makes some good points, but I don't think it's a red card. I mean, it's not really normal for you to run with your foot all the way up like this, like as someone's coming behind you. I feel like Giuliano did a great job, like Charlie said, of drawing in the foul and getting the foul. Obviously, he got the red card. Like he
He won the foul.
Guarci got the red card because of it. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, he's last man back. Yeah, it's not like a clear goal scoring opportunity. The ball's behind him, is it not?
Yes, that I agree with.
Ball's behind him. It's not. People can argue, yeah, he's through on net, but ball's behind him.
It wasn't yet.
So it's ambiguous, sort of. I don't think it's a red personally. I'm a little biased, but I don't know.
Ricardo, what do you think?
I understand the yes for a red card, but I do not. I will die on the hill of saying no, it's not a red card. While I do understand why people say yes, I just feel like the ball is behind him. I think he purposely looks for the contact. I don't think it's, and because the ball is behind him, I don't think it's a denial of a clear scoring opportunity. Because he isn't in control, but he doesn't even get a touch on he wasn't even close to touching the ball. Simon, for him to flick it, like you said, Charlie, for him to flick it over his head, he's not in a goal scoring opportunity. The ball's going behind him. And so for those reasons alone, I think I'd say no, it's not a red card.
Okay. My thoughts on that is lack of experience for Cubarsi. He's young. I don't think he has to put himself in a position where he even like consider getting a red card. You know what I mean? In those situations, I'd much rather trust in your goalie who's been having a great season. If Juliano manages to get the ball, great. It's tough because Juliano did win the foul. He stuck his leg out. I don't think it should have been a red. But Cubarsi has to be a little smarter there. He has to know that they're looking for it. We don't have luck in the Champions League with red cards. And like I said, if Juliano does get a wonderful touch, I'd rather take the chances on that touch than take him out and get yourself suspended for the rest of this game because it was still early in the game, early in the first half, and for the next game when, our center back position has been up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's hard to put it against Cubarsi because he should be close to the offensive player. He should be close to Juliano. But I think it's a red card because of the stakes of the game and Barca's luck and just last man back. What could have been was what the red card was given on. But I think Cubarsi has to be a little more aware of where the ball is and who his goalie is. I'd rather go down one goal than go down a player. And then Julian Alvarez banged a beautiful free kick in.
Oh my gosh.
He shot.
For sure.
Like I said, I was on a call with my friends watching the game, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay, Fredo. At least it wasn't a goal. At least it wasn't a goal." And then, no, that's what I said. It's like I'm not coping, bro. I'm pissed it's a red card, and then they scored right after. Then I'm double pissed.
It was definitely not okay.
Incredible hit.
I knew.
Yeah.
I saw the foul. I saw the red card. I turned off the stream. I did not see the goal until after the game because
I saw the goal and I was like,
"Yep, I knew it was coming."
Yeah.
But then I turned off the stream after the free kick.
It was.
I was like, I still need to see
Not-
what happens.
Not gonna lie, that hit reminded me of Messi versus Liverpool.
yeah.
That's
But guess what?
friends were saying too.
But guess what? We lost to Liverpool in the second leg.
So
Yeah.
the history repeats itself in the same manner.
Not to bring up tears. Not to bring up tears.
Craziest way to cope ever. Yeah, we lost this fight. So we're gonna win this fight.
Exactly. We let them bang a free kick on us first leg, so we can come back and win.
Exactly.
All right.
Nope.
Any other closing remarks, fellas, before we wrap it up?
Nope. Just remember to subscribe, follow whatever platform you're watching. Continuous support. We really appreciate it. Throw some likes, comments. Again, we always appreciate constructive criticism, whatever we're able to do a little bit better, but we're having fun.
Too mean.
And
Don't be too mean.
yeah, not too mean. But thank you guys for the support. This has been really fun as well.
Yes, and hopefully we come back next episode with smiles on our face because our season will be ruined if we don't win. But
Yeah,
it's soccer.
exactly.
Make sure you tune in Tuesday because we're not losing. We're not losing.
Enjoy the game. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the
Remontada.
I'll catch you guys.
Remontada coming. All right,
Peace.
Barca.
Hey.